And we are live. Welcome, everyone. This is your host, Abraham L. Jaguar. Today we're continuing the Black Madonna campaign featuring KULT Divinity Lost. But first of all, this channel is proudly sponsored by Seven Sagas and their tabletop RPG, Ars Mechanica. This is the 30 Years' War, but waged by Titanic walking engines. And it comes with solo rules. You will find it in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by Detri Studios, the publishers and developers of Dames of Asstoria, a tabletop role-playing game where you play as monster girls, experiencing high adventure in a world that doesn't fully accept them. They have recently released Daughters of Lamb. This is a pay-what-you-want tabletop RPG, where you get to play as cybernetic nuns with guns, looking for the missing pieces of their AI god. You will find it in their website. The link will be in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by the Red Room Publishing. Please check out their store for exclusive tabletop RPG products. And check out their recent release, Final Frontier. This is a streamlined sci-fi tabletop RPG where you get to explore space for justice, for profit, for both. You will find it in their website. The link will be in the description and in the pinned comment as well. Yes, and speaking about the Red Room, we have the tabletop RPG group from the Red Room Publishing. Of course, we have Miguel and Silvia, the masterminds behind the Red Room. But we also have Judd, and we have Mark, and we have Pedro. Welcome, everyone. Now, before we go into the horrifying madness that is KULT Divinity Lost, do you have any further thoughts before we begin?
I just want to clarify that I'm not a mastermind of anything. That will become apparent.
Yes, and it's imperative that we find the headquarters. Yeah, the headquarters from this. Yeah, and try to kill those three guys. At least convince them not to be that bad.
Yes, because for those of you that do not know, that are watching us, they are in conflict with a cult, as expected of KULT Divinity Lost. This group seems to be putting something in motion. The player characters are infected by a supernatural disease. And yes, definitely check out the playlist so you get up to speed. But right now, they have managed to infiltrate the Slavic Association offices. They are trying to find out the address of a particular mansion where a ceremony seems to be taking place. They are in the library of the complex. They are just examining things. And they have been left alone because everybody in the association is going out of the building. Apparently, they are about to perform some sort of ceremony or event. And they were left inside because they are acquaintances of Magda. And so, it begins. As Peter Kress looks for the maps on the wall, he notices that behind a bookshelf there is a metal door.
I look around the edges of where it's hidden, maybe a shelf, to see if I can find out how it swings.
Peter must roll either perception, reason, or intuition.
13 perception.
It is clear to Peter that the bookshelf will need to be removed completely as the door swings inwards. From the looks of it, it is a metal door with a plaque that reads Archives. He can see it from this angle, from behind the bookshelf.
Everyone, I think I've found something of interest. A hidden door.
Oh, do you want some help to open it?
Yes, we'll have to move this shelf, it looks like.
Well, let's do it then.
I take one side of it and prepare to move.
Yeah, and I'll take the other, at least to try to get some leverage.
As Peter and Pierre move the shelf out of the way. The lights go out. And
Of
even
course.
through the windows, the sunlight goes out, goes off, as if someone turned off a light switch. It is also evident that the windows are completely covered in metal bars, black metal bars, and it is complete darkness.
Hello? Anyone?
Too
Guys?
easy. I feared they might be
Mm,
trapping us into something.
yes.
Uh,
Uh,
hmm.
I don't know if they were expecting us to find the door and try to open it. I don't know if. Well, probably the trap is always here, not just for us. Some kind of security measurement. I don't know.
Could be.
But we're going to follow it anyway, right?
Well, let me take my lighter and I try to a Zippo.
The light illuminates the room in a subtle way, while the light is clearing away the darkness around everybody. In the lower floor, you can all hear the faint sound of a groan.
I think we are going. Yes, something is coming up here, guys.
I draw my pistol.
Get ready.
Yeah, I pull out my gun.
And
Hear me.
I stand behind Peter.
As everybody prepares, the groaning can be heard in the hallways, in the second floor.
Do you think it's one of those creatures that we met before? The zombie things?
It
Did
could
they
be
make
anything.
noises?
Both Marlene and Klaus must roll either perception or coolness.
I rolled a 17. Let me check my bonus. I have 3 in coolness. Okay. 19.
I rolled a 6.
Klaus notices nothing of particular importance, but Marlene is absolutely certain of two things. There are no footsteps from where the groaning sound is heard, and the voice reminds her of the man that was burned in the confrontation within the morgue, the man by the name of Hans.
Guys, this voice reminds me of what was his name? And the guy that got burned in the morgue.
Oh,
Did you see? There are no footsteps.
thank God I have my lighter. Shall I burn him again?
No, we need the light. Keep the lighter for light. Find a flashlight if you can. I move closer to the door into this room and prepare to shoot anyone that comes through it.
I also grab my gun and join Peter.
Yeah, me too.
I try to find any source of light aside my lighter.
Pierre remembers that someone in the group, before leaving the safe house, managed to pocket a flashlight from the safe house. He is not exactly sure which one.
Hey, don't one of you guys have a flashlight?
I check my pockets quickly.
Peter finds a flashlight.
Sorry. I toss it to Pierre.
I grab the flashlight and point it towards the main door.
I pull out an iodine vapor wand. Nope. I pull out my UV light and turn it on.
And so it is done. And against the door, a knocking can be heard. Rhythmic. Thump, thump, knock. As if someone is slamming some sort of spherical object against the upper part of the door leading into the library where you are in.
Oops.
Pierre, see if you can get that door open.
Open?
Yes.
The other door. Yeah.
Yeah, the other door. I go to the door that we just found now and try to see if I can open it.
It is absolutely clear to Pierre that the door is locked with a security lock that would require several hours to open by unconventional means.
Well, guys, I don't think we are going to open this door soon.
Well, let's find out.
Well, let
I
me
walk
try.
over to the door. I face away from the door. I put my pistol up against the lock, and I fire twice.
The bullets impact the metal surface and bounce off. Everybody must roll reflexes.
Well, darn.
If
Thank
a
you.
12
Oh, well.
If a
Thank
12
you.
or above is not rolled, the
13.
person
I
suffers
must roll reflexes.
a
Okay,
serious
that's-
wound. 12 or above. If
12.
not, a serious wound.
15 for me.
13.
I rolled an
for me.
18.
And the bullets stop ricocheting throughout the room.
Okay, so I rolled an 8 plus 1, total of 9.
But harming, causing harm.
Well, I won't do that again.
Furner,
Yes.
careful.
The slamming intensifies. The knocking quickens its pace with more violence. The
I'm
door
going to try. I get close to the door and I try to open it with my burglary kit.
Because of the situation, Marlene is not certain if she is in front of the door to the archives or the door leading outside where the sound is coming from.
Well, enough is enough. I'll head to the main door to the library. I'll open it. I'll open it, but with the flashlight on my other hand. And
Pierre
as soon
hesitates,
as
thinking in the future of what he will be doing.
Okay.
But the door almost explodes inwards as the lock is broken. And before everyone, there is a floating head. The floating head of the man burned, of Hans. From out of his eyes, from out of his mouth, nostrils, and ears, barbed wire snakes around. Like tentacles, like snakes. The neck has not been chopped off. It seems as if the rest of the body fades into reality. And the barbed wire shoots at everyone with great speed. Everyone is in danger of becoming impaled by the thrusting wires.
I'll try to duck.
I have to lift my aim a bit, expecting to shoot a chest, and will fire at the head as I step backwards.
Both Peter and Pierre, thinking about what they will be doing, are too slow and suffer a serious wound each. Werner,
I
Klaus,
bet-
and Marlene
Oh.
Canath.
And at the same time, I try to run to the other door, the one that I should try to open.
I shoot the
Marlene
head.
makes it safely
I
over
shot the
there.
head as well.
Klaus must roll either coolness or violence. Coolness or violence.
Coolness or violence? I guess it'll be coolness.
Klaus.
I roll a
Oh,
9.
okay.
Klaus is unable to take effective action because of the snaking wires, but due to Peter and Pierre taking the brunt of the attacks, he is safe from harm. And now Dr. Werner can still act. Marlene, while she's in front of the door, realizes that the lock is beyond her skill to open. Dr. Werner can act.
I shoot the head.
Dr. Werner must roll either coolness or violence.
Coolness total of 4.
The shot misses completely, and one of the wires manages to leave a cut across the forehead of Dr. Werner, inflicting one serious wound.
Gotcha.
Everybody can take action again.
I fire at the head.
Roll either coolness or violence.
Ten.
The bullet does not go into the head as the wires present a screen that deflect the shot.
I take my jacket off and put it over the head and then try to yank it out to the ground.
Pierre must roll either reflexes or soul.
Soul. Yes, soul. Sacre bleu, merde! Oh, nice. 19. It's minus from the serious wound. It's minus 2?
1.
1. So 19 plus 3, it's 22 minus 1, 21.
Perhaps due to the contacts that Pierre has established with Charidiel and the entity that speaks through him, he feels a strange current going through his hands as he wraps the head through the wires, and the head vanishes. And there is no sound, nothing else.
I swiftly
Alright.
check the door
What?
to see if anyone else is coming.
It is evident to Peter that there is no one else.
Coast is
What?
clear.
I'll go to the window and see what's. I go to the window and see what's outside.
Pierre looks through the window and notices that the sky is completely black and there is not a single person on the street.
Guys, I think we are again in that dimension. I don't know what to call it. The astral space.
That makes sense.
Oh,
It seems like every change of lighting indicates that we've gone there. How do we get out?
In the distance, in the lower floor, the same groaning is heard.
Oh, it's
One
coming
more
in.
incoming. Whatever we do, we need to step it up.
Everybody is certain that the sound is identical to the voice of Hans.
well. He's coming again. I don't know how to stop. Does anyone know how to stop him?
well, you stop them,
Yes.
even if
What
they
would you-
I think I have an idea. I reach into my pockets and I pull out several small bottles of inks and glues. I
You need-
assume he has to see. What if we throw these in his face?
Everybody remembers that the barbed wire also came through the eye sockets. If the creature is able to see, it
Okay,
is
so-
through some other
yeah.
means.
I think the trick is to get out of this place, not try to stop him because he'll be coming back over and over and over again.
I cannot
Okay.
open the other door.
What? Well, the other time that what happened?
The groaning
Maybe you
is now
can do it.
heard in the second floor, coming closer to the
He's-
location.
He's getting closer. Do we stay here or do we go?
Well,
Let's go.
let's go. Let's get out of here.
As you exit the door, according to your orientation, this door leads into a north section. You are all inside of a rectangular room with a large couch on the southwest section. There are 3 doors, one leading to the east, 2 of them leading to the west. The sound is coming from the west.
Well, the choice is made. Then let's go to the east.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'll take up the rear.
The wooden door leading to the east is halfway open, and from the opening you can see a normal looking office with a small desk and a chair and a few ledgers on the desk.
Quick, in here. It's empty. It's an office.
I back towards their voices, keeping my pistol where I expect the thing to come up.
Quick, I close the door. After
The-
you will enter.
After everyone steps inside, the door is closed, and just a few seconds after, the groaning is heard in the room that you have just exited from. The groaning continues and goes into the library while you are all inside of the office.
I listen at the door to hear what's going on.
For a few seconds, the groaning seems to be moving around the library as a patrol, as wandering around the room. And it is heading now back into the room that you have just exited.
I put my finger to my lips to let the others know to be quiet.
Everybody must roll coolness. 12 or above.
Oh,
If 12 or
okay.
above is not reached, 1 point of stability damage is suffered.
Okay.
18.
12.
15.
This is coolness again, right?
Yep.
Coolness.
Yeah, Dr.
21.
Curler only rolled a total of 10, unfortunately.
A point
20.
of stability damage.
Okay.
21 for me, and I'm jaded.
Judd manages to keep everyone calm. And the groaning goes out towards the west. Judd's presence manages to keep everyone in their most cool attitude.
I
Yeah, I
lower
was
my
about to
pistol and look at them. It can hear us, but we need to get out of here as quickly as possible. Look for whatever could help us.
Is there a window here? Can you see a window? Peter.
I look the room around to see what our options are.
A single window in the north, completely covered in bars, keeping everyone inside.
I'm going to go over. I go over and I take a look at the bars.
Dr. Werner must roll perception.
Okay. Let's see.
Monsieur Paquet, look at these ledgers.
Let me see if I can find anything.
Yeah, my perception roll was a total of 9.
Dr. Werner can see no way of twisting, breaking, or dislodging the metal bars. And as Pierre looks through the ledgers, he notices a small note that reads, "Tonight at 12 p.m., meet at the mansion. Secure 5 victims. There is a check next to the note, that section of the note. Another section reads, reorganize the archives. The key is in Pollack's office.
In Pollack's office. Tell me, Peter, there was any kind of plaque in this door? I think the key for the archives is in Pollack's office.
I look for a nameplate on the desk.
There is no indication as to who is the owner of the office.
And also,
The note implies that this desk does not belong to Pollock.
yes,
So let's go.
and also it also is written that tonight, probably to
Midnight.
at midnight, at the mansion, 5 victims must be produced to some kind of ritual. I don't know.
What
Well-
an interesting number.
Yes.
We are 5, if you haven't noticed. And we are in a mansion.
So it's now imperative that we get out, or at least try to find this Pollack's office and to see if there's anything of help.
The groaning can be heard now further northwest, farther away from your current location.
Okay, so
I look for a telephone on the desk.
There is a small red telephone.
I lift the receiver and press the 0 button to call the operator and leave it off the hook.
There is no sound for a few seconds, and the yelling, the lamentation of hundreds of people is heard through the phone, and then silence.
Well, I was hoping to ring the lower level, but that's worse.
yeah.
I cradle the
Peter
phone again.
must roll willpower.
Oh. 13.
The cacophony of lamentations managed to stress out Peter. 1 point of stability damage is suffered.
Well done.
I am now shaken.
Okay, let's try to be very silent and try to find this Pollack's office real quickly.
I begin looking around, seeing if I can. I'm trying to see if I can find anything.
Dr. Werner must roll perception.
Okay, let's see if my rolls are any better than usual.
Let me see if I can.
13.
Dr. Werner notices muddy footprints leading from this office towards the west.
I point to the footprints. I think I have found something. These footprints are leading to the west.
Yes, but the head is also in the west. Well, there are 2 doors. If we if we are lucky, those footprints lead to the door that the head has not taken the.
Yes, let's.
If the head is finding us by what it hears, does anybody have something that could be used to create a very loud, perhaps even a deafening sound?
As this is pondered, the groaning is heard once more, still in the northwest, but now footsteps can be heard from the same part where the groaning is heard.
Oh dear.
On his legs.
Let's go.
Well,
Better move.
perhaps if one of us could make some kind of distraction and the others try to find the Pollack's office.
Okay, I'll take care of the distraction.
Oh, okay, Klaus. Thank you.
Good luck, Klaus. I open the door and start following the footsteps.
I will help Klaus.
Yeah.
The footsteps lead towards the southernmost west door. It is locked, it's closed, but it is not certain if it is locked.
I open the door, or at least try to open the door quietly.
It is easily accomplished. The moment the door is opened, a horrifying stench of blood and feces pours into the room. It is almost suffocating, but dissipates after a few moments. The long hallway reveals two elevators, one to the south, one to the north, and at the very end of the hallway there is another closed wooden door, and the footprints disappear, leading towards that west wooden door.
I move to that door where the footprints are and test the lock.
I follow.
Peter realizes that this door is locked.
Locked. I whisper back.
Can we force it?
Quietly? Possibly.
Yeah. Let's try. We are three. Perhaps if we can gently try to force the door, I don't know.
We can try putting our shoulders to the door and just kind of push.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's do that.
1, 2, 3.
Go.
Everyone involved must roll either fortitude or violence.
Oh, fortitude for me.
A 12 or more needs to be rolled.
In my case, it's -1.
14 for me.
14 for me also.
Ooh.
Yeah, I only got a 9.
Dr. Werner stumbles for a moment, and the door is opened, but with a loud sound as the door screeches against the floor. Just to the north of the newly revealed hallway, behind the wooden door, you can hear the groaning and footsteps quickly approaching your location.
Well, quickly, let's go.
Everybody proceeds towards the west.
Correct.
The
Yes.
northeast door, where the groaning is coming from, opens. And from the corner of your eye, as you're making your way through the hallway, you can see an almost fully formed body, completely naked. The legs, the torso, the head, only the arms are missing. And it seems to be disoriented, not exactly sure where you are moving towards.
Well, let's go.
Yep.
Quietly step through. Carefully close the door.
Continuing your way towards the west, although the door cannot be closed because it is too far from your location. There are now 3 doors revealed, 3 wooden doors. These doors with plaques. In the northern part, there is a name, Alexander Pogodin. On the west, Anton Mahler. And far closer to the south, the plaque reads, Jonathan Pollack.
There we go.
Well, gentlemen, I think we can, at least get some leverage here. If we could get some information from these offices.
Yeah.
What do you think?
The groaning is heard now back in the library section as you are discussing this.
I point at the Pollock door.
Yeah, let's go to the Pollock. Yeah.
I get down on my knees and get my shoulder under the handhold for the door and press as hard as I can with a gentle pressure to buckle it.
Peter must roll violence or fortitude.
16.
The door gives way, and a small office is revealed, similar to the other one, with a modest-looking desk, a single chair, and a set of keys hanging to the side of the door.
Let's take the keys.
I nod.
But before we leave, let me just check the desk to see if I can find anything interesting about Pollock.
Look for the address. That's what we
Yes.
really need.
Yes.
It is evident for Pierre that this office has been in disuse for a long time. There is dust everywhere.
No luck here, guys. Let's go. Let's go and try to see the others.
We have to head back towards the library to use those keys.
At least try to see if there's anything interesting inside them.
I
The
think about the
groaning.
layout of the room and try to imagine where another door could be to the archive than the library.
It is reasonable because of the layout and Peter's expertise that the building resembles a long hallway with some offices. The only safe hiding places would be the northwest door, the door in the north wall as well, but there is no other way leading into the library.
I look for windows.
I think they all barred.
There are two windows. These windows also have bars, but the bars on the southwest window look somewhat loose.
Peter, I think that we might be able to pull these bars off. If there's some sort of fire escape or other means of escape outside this window, we might be able to bypass our problem. We'll need to get the bars off first, though.
I nod and look at the bars to see what kind of positioning I can get.
The bars are still sturdy enough. Great violence or strength or force needs to be employed to dislodge them.
I look carefully at the bars. I remove my belt. I look for something like a pole in the room, a baton, a pole, a plunger, something I can use to generate leverage against the leather belt.
One of the metal pieces of the chair fits that purpose.
I grab it. I tie the belt through the bars, leverage one end of the metal chair piece.
As Dr. Werner considers that, he realizes that he must separate the tube from the chair. It is not an easy task. In order to do so, either violence or reason must be employed.
Reason is my strong point, so I will now roll my reason. That's not too terribly bad. 12 plus 3, 15.
And so it is accomplished, but with great difficulty. It is clear that the chair is very sturdy, of great physical integrity. And as that is done, too much sound is heard. And the groaning with fast footsteps approaches this section of the building.
Somebody bar the door, and let's see if we can use my belt and this piece of the chair to rip these bars off the wall.
I
I look around for something in the room that we could use to push against the door.
Klaus can only find the desk and what remains of the chair.
Okay, I push the desk against the door.
I help.
yeah.
And so, while everybody assists Klaus, Dr. Werner can carry out his plan. Dr. Werner must roll either violence or reason.
I'll go for reason again.
This is a good escape, but the only way we get into the
nice.
archive is through the library.
Yes, precisely.
So that's going to be a total of 19 this time.
It is easily done, and there is access to the outside world. But from this distance, it is quite evident that there is no easy way to descend. Just below the ground, part of the street is completely cracked in an abyss, a surreal pit into nothingness. But there is a part of the pavement that is accessible, but the fall could result in disastrous injuries.
There's nothing here that we can use as a rope in the office. Guys, do you see anything?
As Pierre asks questions, instead of using his eyesight, loses a point of stability damage.
Oh.
It is quite clear for everybody that there is nothing that could be used as a rope, not even curtains.
No curtains.
Not here, but maybe somewhere else. So let's bear this place in mind, but we need to leave.
And now the groaning is heard just outside the door, and violent slamming is felt by everybody holding the desk against the door.
All right, everyone, let's hold the desk against the door and pile everything up here we can.
Yeah, but we must exit through the window, and I don't know if all of us can make it down there.
Well, maybe you should try.
And the door shatters into pieces, being kicked by the naked leg, completely exposed with cuts of Hans, who is still missing his arms. And out of his mouth,
I fire through the opening at its chest.
Peter must roll violence.
Uh, 12.
The bullet goes in, and the entity dissipates, and no sound is heard.
Okay, he's regrouping, so we must be quick.
Yeah.
Let's go to the library.
I help move the desk away so we can get out the door.
Due to everybody cooperating, it is easy enough to make your way quickly back to the library, and you now stand in front of the metal door.
Well, you have the keys, open it. Quick.
You have the keys. I take up a position to guard the other door while they work on that.
Okay, I take the keys out and open the door.
The door is opened and reveals a small rectangular room with many bookshelves and file cabinets. Of particular note, there is an open notepad on top of one of the cabinets with something written.
I read it.
The note reads, "Everybody must gather at the mansion. If one of you fools have forgotten the address, the address is clearly written. It is somewhere in the southeast of the outskirts of Berlin."
Oh, very good.
Now we just have to leave this place.
Yeah. Well, this feels like a trap.
Yes,
we're
it's
the first
yeah.
agents,
It's
and they
yeah.
just left us the address, but
Yeah,
They
it's a
definitely
trap.
want us there, but we're coming with a surprise. One must hope. Let's go. Let's
Okay.
not give them any opportunities to grab us.
The groan can be heard once more, coming from the first floor, with heavy footsteps rushing towards the second floor.
Hurry.
Yeah, let's wait in that first office that we found, and then as soon as he goes to the library, we just go down to the first floor.
I nod.
Okay.
As you take your positions, the sound of the footsteps and the groaning can be heard going up into the second floor, but this time moving towards the southwest office with the bars that have been removed.
Oh, so okay, he goes first to the last place that we faced him. Well, let's go.
Let's see if we can leave via the street level.
Yeah,
Quietly.
quietly.
As you continue your way, you realize that the ways to go down is either using the staircase or one of the two elevators.
Staircase. Do not
Staircase,
become an elevator.
Yeah.
Yep.
As everybody comments on the using the staircase, you descend easily. You can still hear the creature making noise in that office above. You are now in the first floor, and you remember your way towards the entrance. You now stand in front of the two metal doors. They are closed.
How many set of keys that have we found in the? Is just one key that we found in the office?
Pierre suffers a point of stability damage by wandering instead of checking the keys.
I try the door.
Yeah.
I check to see if they're really locked or just closed.
Marlene and Peter realize that the door is locked, and Marlene realizes that the lock can easily be picked by her with enough time.
Okay. Let me try to pick this bitch.
I cover her with my pistol while she works.
I have a 15.
Marlene must roll either reason or perception.
Okay, yes. With perception is a 16.
The door is unlocked, and from above, the sound of the groaning and the footsteps can be heard rushing downwards as quickly as possible.
Go outside. Go.
Nope.
The moment you take your first step outside, it is once again daylight, although it is clear that the sun is about to set.
I stow my pistol away as we walk back out into the real world and swiftly close the door behind us.
And so it is done. And with that last sound, from within the building, a horrifying yell is heard of great pain and anguish. It is the voice of Hans, and there is no more sound.
Well, now we know where the mansion is. We know it's a trap because they left the address for us to see. Do we have a plan to avoid?
Well, we need to draw the circle.
We could not go there.
Yes.
Like the lady in the shop said, we don't really need to draw the circles close, right?
Everybody
Correct.
remembers that the woman at the mantra shop explained that the circles must be drawn around the building or site where the sorcerers are. But because there are 3 circles, they must be drawn one inside of the other, trying to encircle the targets as much as possible.
And perhaps
So perhaps we need to encircle the entire building?
Yes.
uh,
That is the idea. But let's get in the car and let's get away from here before we
Right.
discuss
Right.
too much.
Yeah, we have the address. At least we could park the car a few hundreds, at least half a mile from the mansion, just to check it out.
And she also told us that it's not really a circle. We just.
In the car, I look at my wound and try to stabilize it.
Dr. Werner realizes that this wound cannot be healed by normal means. Perhaps by the passage of time, it shall be healed.
Well, and I also failed. Well, I failed that plan of mine of try to get some distraction to Polak in the astral plane, but I failed because we didn't know the address. Now that we know, perhaps I could try that again. What do you think? At least I could cause some distraction or some pain to him while we do the rest of the.
You've been more valuable to us as a conscious actor than you have as a sacrifice to something that may or may not aid us.
Don't let me grump. I don't want to be a sacrificial lamb. Okay.
Everybody remembers that the name Polak has never been heard before during your investigations. You only recognize Philip Kramer, Alexander Pogodin, and Anton Mahler. The Polak individual must be someone else from the association.
Yes, and
Also, what you did with your jacket was very brave. I commend you.
Peter didn't what was Maria gave you a brochure about the association.
Yes, I fish it out and hand it over.
Can you see if this Polak is referred somewhere in the brochure? Perhaps one of the founders?
There is no mention of the name Polak in the brochure. No, doesn't appear there. Peter must roll charisma.
Oh, it is a 17.
Peter's comment on Pierre's action reinvigorates everyone. Optimism is felt everywhere in the vehicle. Everybody recovers 2 points of stability damage.
Oh, nice.
Oh, excellent.
Nice.
Now,
As you continue driving, while noticing the instructions found in the note, it is clear that an hour of driving would take you to the mansion in the outskirts.
Somewhere along that trip, let's stop by a gas or petrol station and get a map. I'd like to understand that terrain a little better.
And so it is
perhaps also a vial of alcohol.
Yes.
The items are procured, and while that occurs, Pierre can rather speaks as a voice that is not his. The voice is addressing Pierre. Hey Pierre, considering we are roommates and all, I must tell you, your friend Chagidiel has, I think he is going to assist you in this endeavor, now that you have identified the place of the ceremony.
Oh, so should I try again that thing?
I would recommend that if you want to be successful in this little operation of yours. But I am not responsible for whatever you may suffer by trying to contact him again.
Well, anyway, that was quite helpful. Thank you, whoever you are.
Yes, because it's very fun to see you struggle with my advice.
Oh, God, headache.
That thing couldn't have been more happy to abandon you the last time you tried that, and now it's eager for you to do it. Care must be taken, Pierre.
I don't, but I think it's important that at least I try. Yeah, it's important that I try.
Well, I don't
I'm
know. The
I
thing lives
understand.
inside Pierre, so if something happens to him, it will lose his house.
And indeed,
Maybe it's trying to help. Yes.
yes, and then I must do something to assist you guys. You are going to take the brunt of the damage if you go inside the dimension and face whatever is inside. So at least I must do this to help you.
to that end, I start looking at the map to see what the setup of the circles would look like in terms of terrain.
It is clear to Peter that the easiest course of action would be to draw a dotted circle around the mansion, a second circle in the garden or patio inside of the mansion, and the third circle around the place of the ceremony itself.
I show my initial design to the others. Those of you that have a little better eye for this sort of thing, what do you think?
That's a plan.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the materials. Let's be about it then.
Yeah, I'll stay in the
Yes.
car. Yes, I'll stay in the car if you don't mind and try my thing.
What do you need for that?
Nothing.
Nothing but luck.
Yes, lots of luck. In my case, yes. Probably I will die, but I don't care.
Then let's be about it.
As the vehicle approaches the area where the mansion is located, a few cars in the distance, very luxurious, expensive cars, are also heading in that direction.
Well, guys, I think someone is expecting you.
Let's look like we belong until we get to the outskirts. Let's do the largest circle first, then the shortest circle.
Pierre is now ready to conduct the journey into the astral.
Yes. I close my eyes and think the name of the angel, the damned angel.
Pierre must roll soul.
I offered myself to you, so help me now. 23?
Without suffering any damage to his psyche or soul, Pierre makes it into the other side as his physical body lies helpless in the car.
I walk towards. I try to remember the way that we took the last time.
Pierre can see his way towards the mansion, but due to the differences of the astral plate, it will take some time for Pierre to get there.
Mm-hmm. So I'll start my way there.
Pierre delays even more thinking about the future, but he takes his action.
Okay, we get a hold of the materials and start making the outermost circle.
As it is done, Pierre is now close to the mansion. He can see various guards and dogs posted, and he also notices that they are about to discover everyone making the circle.
I run towards the dogs and then away. Just try to get them to follow me, because I know that they can see me.
Pierre must roll charisma.
Doggy, 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 doggy. Charisma. Where the hell? Okay. 14.
It is a success as the dogs bark and snarl at nothing in particular as the guards are confused. They curse at the animals, and it is clear that the dogs are following Pierre.
Come. Viens.
Due to Pierre's distraction, the circle is complete. The outer circle.
The next circle is going to be difficult. It's within the security. What do we do?
Pierre realizes that he can hear what his friends are saying as he's on the other side, almost as if they were next to him. But he's sure that they cannot perceive him or listen to him.
I try now, after the dogs follow me, I go inside the I walk towards the mansion and tap on the shoulder of Dr. Werner.
Dr. Werner must roll soul.
Okay. That is not my best. Total of 7.
Nothing is felt. Dr. Werner is unaware.
Ah, merde. Quick! You must be quick! I shout at him.
Pierre is certain
Okay.
that he cannot be heard.
Gotcha.
Do I see the dogs?
Pierre suffers a point of stability damage, losing his mind, talking to no one. The dogs are still following Pierre around, the guards trying to hold the beasts back. Pierre and everyone else notices that the gates to the mansion are open because various individuals dressed in elegant clothes are making their way inside.
I think we should use this as our opportunity to get in. Do we pretend to be guests or do we cause a distraction and sneak through the door?
Respectfully, Peter, at this point in time, do you think that subtlety is necessarily the better approach?
No, but the louder we are, the harder drawing the circle will be.
Fair point. Perhaps it is that some of us must be the distraction and some of us must draw the circle.
I enter the mansion.
As Pierre makes his way inside, a beautiful garden is revealed, the same one that he saw with the rest of the group in the previous journey. And the front doors of the mansion are open. It's a single-story mansion. And he sees a large gathering. He can see everyone making their way inside.
I wait for them.
And so they are all inside, and Pierre is left inside of the garden alone.
I proceed to enter the mansion.
The moment Pierre approaches the mansion, he can hear the moaning, the sounds of souls approaching, ghostly figures coming from all sides of the garden, zooming into Pierre.
I run and go inside the mansion.
Pierre runs inside, but the breaking through a force field inflicts a point of stability damage. He can feel as if his soul is being torn apart as if it was a sheet of paper. And he notices that a ceremony is taking place, but he blacks out. Pierre knows no more.
Oh. I hand the
Everyone is-
materials off to the others and say, when I do the distraction, get inside.
Okay.
And I head to where the cars are being parked for this and try to sneak up to one.
It is easily accomplished as the guards are distracted because of the dog's disturbance, and the other members of the Slavic Association are making their way inside. Peter is now where he needs to be.
I open the petrol tank gas cap and stuff in a piece of my shirt, and then light the end of that, and then move along to another car and repeat the process.
The complete process is carried out to perfection.
I move to another set of cars and hunker down, waiting for everything to go crazy and try to make my way in once the distraction starts.
An explosion is heard. Yelling and shouting from the guards. Another maintenance staff as they rush towards the distraction, the explosion. And the way is open, is clear for everybody to step inside.
Okay,
We
let's
go.
go.
I make my way to the mansion.
And so everybody is inside. Pierre is once again aware of his surroundings. He does not notice the spirits. Intuitively, he feels as if the spirits were unable to make it past the barrier that caused damage to his soul.
I look around and follow the rest of the people.
Inside a large gathering of at least 12 members surrounding 3 individuals that are clearly the 3 Russians that Pierre has already seen.
Mm-hmm.
There are 2 sets of stairs leading up, but since this is a 1-story building, it makes no sense at first. But it is on the ceiling where a metal structure has been set, and hanging from the metal structure are 5 people, 3 women and 2 teenage boys. They are hanging from hooks, their entrails dripping into the floor below. Some of the members of the procession are catching the blood and even licking it with brass receptacles. The 3 Russians continue chanting. All of this occurs while Pierre is watching, and everybody else has a chance to act.
We begin making the circle.
Yes.
Due to the distractions, it is fast enough. The action is quickly completed. 2 circles are made. Only 1 inner circle needs to be traced in the ceremonial chamber.
I wave everyone into the patio. Come on, let's go. Dr. Kohler, remind us what we have to do for this inner circle. We have to visualize it.
I think back and will search my memories.
Werner remembers that he needs to walk around in a circular motion while envisioning that an abyss swallows the targets.
Oh, okay. Yes, we need to walk around in a circular motion. We need to visualize the abyss swallowing our targets.
And it's counterclockwise, correct?
Correct.
One of the 3 Russians They are all dressed in red cloaks. Removes his hood. It is Philip Kramer and yells, "No matter the interruptions, we must continue until midnight. Keep on chanting. Keep on collecting the blood. We are almost done here, people. Soon, the power will be ours. The blessings of the Death Angel will be ours."
I run towards him and try to hit him as hard as I can.
Pierre strikes at Philip, and he holds his head. One of the other men, Alexander Pogodin, the stocky, short man with balding black hair, speaks. "Are you okay, Philip?" Kramer replies, "There is a disturbance here." The other members of the group can barely see a shape, a greenish-looking silhouette striking at Philip.
Then I bite Alexander.
Pierre must roll soul.
Oh, it's a +3. Nice. 15 total.
As he takes a bite, he realizes protective charms hanging from his target. The charms produce an electrical current, and Pierre is certain that his physical body has suffered a serious wound,
Serious. Okay.
and he remains paralyzed by the effects of the charm. Everybody else can have free access into the room, as the members of the ceremony are completely focused on the disturbance in the center.
Well, guys, let's take this. This is probably Pierre, so let's do the circle.
We start proceeding in our counterclockwise, trying to stay equidistant from each other.
Mm-hmm. I am envisioning all of them falling screaming into a deep, bottomless hole.
Dr. Werner must roll soul.
Let's see how I do. Oh, that's not bad. 15.
By Dr. Werner's understanding of the occult, the ceremony is a success. As the entire place shakes, Pierre breaks away from the paralysis. The people attending the ceremony begin yelling and crying, and the man known as Anton Mahler, the one that used to belong to the Stasi, begins yelling, "No, no, something is wrong. What is going on? It is you! It is all of you!" The three Russians and everybody in the room is now aware of everybody's presence. Even Pierre, that now has fully manifested in ghostly form. He is still in his spirit form, but now he's able to be he is perceived in this plane. The building begins to collapse. Many of the attendants explode in a spray of blood and guts, and the three Russians are holding their heads, kneeling and yelling and screaming as the mansion is about to collapse.
As we continue the circle, I look at the Stasi commander and I say, "You wanted the blessings? These are the blessings."
The former Stasi member roars and yells, "We all saw you. We saw you in a dream. You have ruined everything, and now you are paying as well. You are paying as well." The entire mansion collapses. Every person must roll fortitude. 15 or more, if not, a serious wound is suffered. Except Pierre. Pierre does not need to roll.
Okay.
Let me see what.
15 or more fortitude. If
Yeah, I failed.
15. Oof.
I fail as well.
So
Yeah,
that's
so-
two
so-
serious wounds for me.
Hurry, let's go.
The place has shattered completely, and everybody is amidst the rubble. Thankfully, only wounds were suffered instead of death. Some of the pieces have collapsed, creating small tunnels over you.
I grab Marlene and pull her and myself through one of the cracks to the outside.
Well, I shout, "Here, through here! Follow me! Follow me!"
Pierre has an advantage to guide everyone through the rubble, through the debris.
Okay,
I follow.
I see him and I follow.
He successfully guides everyone outside into the area where the ceremony was conducted, but now this area is completely exposed, and both the moon and the sun can be seen above in the sky, and great laughter can be heard, and the three Russians are crying, weeping, holding their heads, clutching at their protective charms, and Philip Kramer looks at all of you and he says, "You have accomplished what you wanted, but now they are here. They have come. You have been tricked." Yells, crying, lamentations, moaning and groaning is heard all around as three beings start to converge using the three Russians as their vortex, as their center. Three cadavers walk calmly into the sight. One of them lacks a jaw, looking like a teenage girl, dripping blood, and two melanoma-like tentacles come from under her armpits. She wields a bloody knife. Another one of the corpses resembles an old woman, her teeth serrated to the point of looking like metal saw teeth. She has spikes growing all over her body. She is dripping blood from her mouth, a golden halo covering her head. The other corpse, completely without a stomach, only the spine holding it upwards, resembles the stitched together body of a woman in her 20s. They approach the Russians, even walking past you, ignoring you, and with claws begin rending them apart, cutting them to pieces. Everybody must roll willpower.
Okay.
Oh,
Fortunately for me, willpower, I've got a little bit of a bonus.
If 16 or more is rolled, it is a success.
I pass.
16.
Well, I rolled
9.
14, but because of my willpower, it is a 16 on the button.
Those
Yeah,
that did not roll
15.
16 or more, if you rolled 15 or less, you take 4 points of stability damage.
I passed even with my minus.
The spectacle is horrible as the corpses of the Russians are completely taken apart, and from the center of each corpse comes out a new individual, a clone-like being resembling each one of the Russians, covered in blood but looking fresh, even beautiful, smiling. The three newly created Russians begin walking in your direction with pleasant smiles.
Who are you? What do you want?
The three newly created Russians smile and begin tracing sigils in the air. Neither Werner nor Peter nor Pierre nor Marlene nor Klaus have seen these symbols before, and everybody feels as if feces, urine, blood, viscera has been spread all across your bodies. You can see the sigils appearing on your faces, on your chest, even your genital area. As you all collapse, feeling paralyzed and feeling as if all of your body is covered in pins and needles. The pain is almost unbearable.
What do you want?
The Russians fade into nothingness, and the three corpses approach you. The corpse without a jaw speaks nonsensically, impossibly, through its jawless mouth. We serve Shaggy Diel.
What do you want here? What is your purpose?
You have assisted Shaggy Diel against your will, but Shaggy Diel, it is a generous power, a most beautiful power. Now, your pain belongs to us. Your madness belongs to us. When the time is right, we will meet you again. We cannot collect you now. We are not fully in your realm of Elysium. But soon, very soon, we will come to collect you all. And they vanish into nothingness.
Oh, damn it.
For a moment, you all black out, and it is a matter of seconds when you once again wake up, and you find yourselves in the ritual chamber of the mansion, as if the mansion has never collapsed. The mansion is intact, but you are surrounded by many corpses, including the corpses of the three Russians. And in the distance, far away, you can hear the sound of police sirens heading towards this direction.
Time to go.
Get out of here.
Pierre is now
Yeah,
back
what-
in the car.
I onk the the horn.
We head back to where we know the car is without the honking even.
And so it is accomplished, and you are all together in the car.
I give Pierre a stare like, we parked the car, Pierre. Move aside, let's go.
I don't care. Let's go.
Time to go.
Someone check your underarms. Are we free of this thing?
The disease is still there, and it has become worse, as now there are visible boils with black worms moving inside, desperately slamming
We're not
to get
free.
out.
Didn't you
Oh,
saw
great.
what they told us? What they told us?
Yeah, but
We're screwed.
yeah, we were fooled to
I
make.
drive to the hospital. Our best chance may be the doctor at the morgue.
Good point.
Maybe he can kill us. Yes, let's go there.
At least someone profits by it.
After an hour of driving, the hospital is reached, and you are now at the front desk.
We head down to the morgue.
Yes, try to find the good doctor.
As you rush past while the receptionist is trying to stop you, wait, no, and you make your way into the morgue. You can find the doctor eating a sandwich while watching TV. He looks at you and almost chokes on his sandwich. My friends, you look terrible. What happened to you?
I look him over. Is he surprised to see us because he sent us to our death, or is he just surprised to see us?
Peter must roll either soul or intuition.
You fooled us. You tricked us.
17.
Peter, due to his experience, according to his own experience, he is absolutely certain that the individual is surprised, but more like resignation, as if he had said to you your final farewells. Not with a malicious intent, but as Pierre says this, the Dr. Richter replies, but tricked you, but how, what do you mean?
No, it's okay, Pierre. It's okay.
We did everything, and now it's worse.
He didn't know, Pierre.
Everything about what?
We may not have much time, so here we go. I begin to tell him the story of what we've been through.
As you tell him that, the receptionist actually makes it down with security personnel, but Dr. Richter explains the situation that you are his guests, so they move away. Everything is explained to Dr. Richter as he constantly shakes his head, opens his eyes as wide as possible, and he speaks. So as I understand it, you came upon some sort of ritual ceremony and you carried out some sort of ceremony of your own, but it was all a trick.
Yeah, it should get well, we should be cured by now, but it's worse. And apparently we freed 3 spirits.
That book about dream magic, it's a trap. The man who wrote it died by it, but it didn't cure anything. It just facilitated his own demise.
That is horrifying and fascinating. So even the author thought that his ritual workings were for a purpose, but it was to assist this sort of chuggy deal, correct?
Yes.
Is this Black Madonna even some kind of lead? I don't know anymore.
It's also confusing. As I delve into the mysteries of the occult and the supernatural, sometimes I feel as if we are completely alone, in the middle of hostile powers everywhere.
Yes, of course.
Either one of two things must happen. Either we find a cure or you have to help us make sure we don't spread this any further.
I consider myself a humanitarian, and if it push comes to shove, I would suggest ending your lives, but do not lose hope, my friends. I am sure we can still do something. There must be something we can do.
Yes, now the only thing I can think of is revenge.
But against who at this juncture?
I think carefully about my past, the books I've read, the cults that I investigated as an archive lighter, and the events that we have uncovered. And I try to think, what could it possibly be that we're overlooking as a ward, a guard, or a cure based on these experiences?
Dr. Werner must roll either reason or intuition.
Well, it's reason, and that makes it a 22.
Oh,
Holy cow! That's the best I rolled tonight.
Dr. Werner, without a doubt, knows that further clues, or perhaps even the truth, lies in the past of the heads of the Slavic Association. Due to his understanding, they were, of course, Philip Kramer, Alexander Pogodin, Anton Mahler, and even Magda Orlova. Researching their past could provide further clues.
Everyone, I think that the difficulty is we have been looking in these books, but we need to research the pasts of those who have been our opponents. It's their past that holds the key.
Dr.
Do you think
Richter
one of
speaks.
them? Do you think one of them had the Black Madonna?
Dr. Richter interrupts. I forgot to mention, while you were away carrying out your actions, I decided to look into the past of the 4 of them, as they have been somewhat of a mystery in occult circles. And they were all committed to a very specific, as Dr. Richter speaks, a meaty, putrescent hand goes through his torso from behind, out of nowhere, as if appearing out of thin air. This bloated arm punches through the torso of Dr. Richter, and Dr. Richter falls down, dead.
I rushed to catch him. Oh no! What? Say what you can, my friend. Say what you can.
As Peter does that, Richter is silent. The man has died, and laughter is heard. Ha ha ha! You dare to act against the will of God? And the session is over. Yeah,
Gods.
cliffhanger.
God.
Well, that was very
You're all
intense.
committed. That's what it said, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
As usual, luck smiles at us, right?
But that
Well,
was
it
a very good
is,
role.
it is cult. There are no happy endings.
That is
yeah.
true.
But that role that Dr. Werner did, now you know that the past, you have to look into the past of the four, or
Of
at least
them,
Magda, and they were committed somewhere, right? You need to look into that.
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
need to look at our list of Berlin locations and see what they are.
While we can and we are still able to walk.
But now you
Yes,
have that problem that who is that guy with the arm, right? What is going
Yeah.
on?
And those three new spirits or ghosts
If
or
I-
entities.
I had to guess it's Hans, because Hans is all over the place.
Well, just to make it like very clear, if it's Hans, he could have suffered a transformation because you saw him normally. I never described
Yeah.
Hans like bloated, so
Okay.
it was like a bloated arm, like. Uh-huh.
Well, we saw his head and we saw his torso, but we never saw his arms. So these are Hans'
Yes.
arms running
Yes.
around now. Like,
acting by themselves.
you dare defy the will of Hans? Like, no, Hans, we love you, buddy. Like, why would we
That's
ever?
also an interesting thing. You defied the will of God.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Well,
Yeah, now we're in
The
trouble.
demiurge, I suppose.
Yep.
But yeah, it was
let's
a
see
very
what
cool
God is
session.
this.
And I think it was very exciting, at least for me, when you started to move around the building with the thing chasing you, with Hans chasing you around.
Yes. First the head, then the body. The rest of the body, at least, except one.
I'm liking. Yeah, Pierre
What?
gets the MVP this time. I
Ooh.
think for
The travel
running
Well,
around as a
just-
ghost, and yeah,
Well,
when you
fighting-
distracted with the
fighting-
guards, I was like, I'm so glad he thought of that. Yeah,
Not the guards, the dogs.
yeah.
Yeah. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Pierre's a good boy.
Oh yeah.
Any further thoughts before we wrap this up?
Nope.
I
I
think
think-
we are cluster
I'm,
shocked right now.
I'm neurotic. Yes, my stability. So I missed that roll. So I'm neurotic.
Woof.
Neurotic. Oh,
Ouch.
that's bad.
Yeah.
Long time damage. Sounds like you must go to the insane asylum.
I
for
need to be
cures.
committed. Yes.
Oh,
And physically, you're also a bit quite wounded. Right?
Yes,
In
yes,
general.
yeah. I got a
yes,
few
yes,
holes
yes.
in me that I don't.
We got
need,
some
yeah.
boo boos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
physical no, because I passed that one. I'm just fucked in the head.
Thank God, Peter Peter talked good things about me, and we all recovered that stability, but because I was
Yeah,
almost
that
on the brink.
that was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you to everyone for watching our continuation of this campaign. In 2 weeks, we are continuing. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the Super Thanks button. Like, subscribe, take a look at the information in the description and in the pinned comment, especially the Red Room Publishing. You can see Miguel and Sylvia have given you a taste of how they roleplay in other games. Imagine using their systems. A lot of their systems are streamlined, so definitely check it out. And this has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. And remember, in tabletop role-playing games, you're not telling stories about your characters. You are experiencing the game world as your characters. Once again, thank you all, and I'll stop the recording in 10 seconds.